Hey, greetings and salutations everybody, my name is Axe, and I'm here today to kind of give you a tutorial, tip and trick video for the popular Attack on Titan tribute game by Fangle. Now, this has been one of my favorite games, I've been playing it a ton, and I finally felt that I was at a level of skill and kind of basic comprehension with it that I could actually be useful in giving advice. And so this video will be basically a tutorial on how to kill the Titans. Now I'm not talking about, I guess, boss Titans, like, I guess the female Titan has been added in the recent update, but I'm talking the basic, normal Titans, and in doing so, I'm going to be showing you how to do it with basic moves, so not using specials, just for the sake of, you know, knowing how to take down a Titan if confronted. That being said, I'm going to be going from order of easiest to most difficult, in my opinion, in facing Titans. And so for this, I generally do my training in old level 2, which is basically the recreation of Trost, and I think that's the easiest to do. And as I said, I'll be using Mikasa, though, again, the point of this is that you could use any character and still learn kind of the basic moves. And for me personally, if you're a new player, I prefer the TPS settings, but anyways, let's get into it. So in my opinion, the easiest Titan to face and fight is the large Titan. Now, you might be wondering, how do you define a large Titan, besides just being big? Well, I generally classify them as Titans that are larger than a house, or kind of equal to the size of a house. Anything else I think is a bit too small. And you might be thinking, well, the larger the target, the more hard it would be to face, right? Unfortunately, fortunately, I should say, not the case here. The way to kill a Titan, if you're new to the game completely, is to cut the back of its neck, the nape, right there. And with a larger Titan comes a larger hitbox, and not only that, but when they try to counter, like there with the grab, it takes longer for their limbs to get up to the point as it wouldn't be the case with a small Titan. So definitely the easiest, they're very predictable, very simple. For the most part, my best way to counter a Titan, a large Titan that is to stay around the belly chest region, so kind of right below the chest, right above the belly. Because if you're on the ground, they can stomp or grab you. If you're at its face, it could bite you. And if you're on its head, it could grab you as a sweep. So that's been the most effective methods I've had. And as you see here, the Titans that are larger, I would actually use as maneuver. If you're out of towers or stuff, just improvise, keep it easy. They're fairly predictable. They're going to be your easiest target. And I have a pretty solid method for killing them. Now, the most effective technique I've found in facing Titans is a move I like to call the swing. Now, how the swing works is you're standing on the ground facing an oncoming Titan. What you're going to want to do is shoot a single grapple somewhere around the mid-face region. And the whole point of this is to swing past their head, so make sure that your momentum carries you past it. Now, before you actually reach the Titan, release the first grapple, rope around, and dual hook the back side of its head. Now this will generally give you enough momentum to swing into its nape, so I recommend holding down your blades so that the minute it touches, it'll cut and make a clean, quick cut. Now the reason I like the swing is because most of the time they don't have time to react. It can get down a very fluent motion if mastered correctly, and 99% of the time it will kill that Titan if, again, done right, unless outside forces are interfering. It's by far the quickest, easiest, and cleanest way I've found in killing Titans. Now, the second most easy Titan to face is the Aberrant Titan. Now, in the manga and in the anime, the Aberrant Titans are depicted as being incredibly unpredictable and deadly, and you never know what they're going to do next. In the game, however, not as much the case. The one thing that you do have to watch out with Aberrant Titans is their speed, as that they will charge at you, and they can come basically out of nowhere and get you. However, their major downside is that they're quite predictable. As you're going to see here, I mean, I'm not even going to try, and I'm going to basically lead this guy on just by walking. They basically come right for you, and when they flop, they open themselves up to a lot of vulnerable attacks. Now, as you'll see here, I'm going to let him kill me, but I mean, honestly, all I've done is just flop out of the way a little bit here and there. The major thing I would talk about, though, with an Aberrant Titan is to not go for it when it flops on the ground. You're going to see here that it's going to flop in front of me. I'm going to try to get the nape, and it's going to be too difficult with where the head placement is to the ground. And then when that happens, you're suddenly placed right in front of it in its line of attack. I highly recommend you wait for it to flop, get behind it like this, and most of the time it won't be worn out, but you can easily go up, get the kill, nice and simple. Now, as I've been saying, Titans come in a lot of different sizes. The next most difficult Titan to face is the small Titan, mainly because their hitboxes are a fraction of the size of the large Titans, and their movements, their arm, their counters basically are much faster, and they can cover more area. When you're trying to face them, they're able to cover their body much more than a large one, especially since you're more close to their size. You suddenly are now a larger target to them. Now, you can use the swing on them, as you'll see here. It's just as effective as the large ones, but there's another method I like using for small Titans, and that is to go for the eyes. Now, when you hit the eyes, it'll make them blinded, but make sure to get behind them quickly, because if you don't kill them fast enough, they'll go into a rage, as you'll see here. But again, as long as you control and you make them do what you want, you control the battle, and you'll be able to take them down, no problem. Now, I am not exaggerating when I say I left the worst Titan for last. This Titan has been giving people problems since the minute it was added to the Aberrant update. It is ruthless, it is fast, and it's unpredictable. You might as well have given a mechanical bull a bunch of cocaine if mechanical objects could do drugs. And mainly, this Titan is a type of Aberrant Titan that I like to call the Crawling Titan. Now, the Crawling Titan is deadly for so many reasons, one being it can jump. Not only, as you saw, its speed and unpredictability and flailing, but this Titan has the ability to lunge itself in the air, predict where you are going to be, and eat you. It is so unbelievably hard to kill, and as soon as it sees you, it does not let up. This Titan will follow you around the map, and being so small, you can't see it under rooftops normally, so it's very, very deadly. Now, there's generally only one per map. This is in the back right corner of Trost is where it normally is. Forest, it'll occasionally spawn, but not too often. But the one major upside in fighting this Titan is that if it doesn't notice you, it generally has a very hard time in noticing you. So keeping track of where it is and staying behind it, and on rooftops especially, is your best bet. Now, I mean, the other upside to this being that the only part of this Titan that can kill you is the mouth. So if it's flailing around and running you over, you're still safe. But now the most effective way I found in killing a Titan, as you saw here, you have to manually dual hook. So that doesn't mean pressing the spacebar, means hitting both of your hook keys right near the neck and try to ride it like a mechanical bull, basically. You might have to swing a ton of times, but eventually you should hit that nape. Now this is only if the Titan does not notice you. This is the most effective method, as you see here, clean cut, easy. Dual hook, zoom in, hold down, and just keep cutting away. However, it's not that easy, and sometimes the Titan will notice you. The number one thing you want to do is get a height advantage, get on a roof, and have it do this lunge thing. Now, what you're going to want to do is wait until it lunges past you and try to get it while it's recovering right here. Now, this is way more difficult. The easiest way to face these is to not be noticed, but if worse comes to worse, that's the best scenario I've found. So as a final word, the most important thing to remember is that all of this takes a lot of practice and just experiencing the game. I mean, I wouldn't have figured any of this out if it hadn't been for hours upon hours upon hours of playing this and doing whatever and learning kind of the basic keys. And you'll find that, you might not get the cleanest kills all the time. That doesn't matter. It just means that you have to adapt. It's just about getting them in the end. And little by little with practice, you'll find out that some of these moves are easier to manage. Once you kind of figure out how the gear works, everything comes into play a bit more, and you'll start getting more clean kills. And more importantly, you can have a bit of fun with things. It's always really great when you kind of know how it works and get a little ball shot, I don't know, and take it out. It's just all about fun. This game should be very satisfying, though difficult. And most of all, I hope that you all just enjoy the game. If something works for you that I didn't mention, go with it, Do whatever is more comfortable for you. And don't worry too much about the points, because those will come with just basic understanding of the game. So I want to thank you all for watching. I hope something I said helped any of you. I hope you had a great time watching me kill Titans, I guess. Feeling my inner Aaron come out. Just kill all the Titans. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me. Hope it helped you out. And I will see you all later. Bye-bye. There's some people waiting on us. And I think I should just...
I know that. I'm offering myself. He's offering himself. What's wrong?
Oh, what the... I don't know. I don't see him, man. Oh, no. No. You're